The Missouri Tigers entered the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl against the Virginia Cavaliers on December 27th with a significantly depleted roster, as 11 players were ruled out of the postseason contest. A combination of injuries and transfer portal decisions that reshaped the Tigers' depth chart and strategy heading into one of college football's marquee bowl games. Who's missing and why? Missouri began bowl preparations with a wave of absences. Key contributors were unavailable due to injuries or their decisions to enter the transfer portal rather than participate, a growing trend in college football bowl weeks. Players confirmed out included Beau Pribula, QB. The senior quarterback opted to enter the transfer portal, leaving Missouri to start true freshman Matt Zollers in the Gator Bowl. Josh Manning, WR, and Marquis Johnson, WR. Both receivers also entered the portal, depleting an already thin wide receiver core. Brett Norfleet, TE, sidelined by a shoulder surgery and not cleared to play. Josiah Trotter, LB. Missouri's leading tackler, was out due to a knee injury that required surgery. Additional potential opt-outs or injuries expanded the total to 11. Among the Tigers missing were lineman Caden Green, Keegan Trost, and Connor Tollison, as well as edge rusher Damon Wilson II, defensive tackle Chris McClellan, and safety Jalen Catalon. Strategic impact on the team. The Tigers' roster turnover fundamentally altered Missouri's game plan. With multiple offensive and defensive starters unavailable on December 27th, Missouri turned to younger, less experienced players for meaningful snaps. That included freshman quarterback Matt Zollers, thrust into his first major postseason spotlight after Pribula's departure. The wide receiver room, meanwhile, became perilously thin. If illness kept top receiver Kevin Coleman Jr. out, Missouri would have been left with only a handful of role players to stretch defenses and create separation downfield. Game day, a hard-fought battle despite the holes. Despite the losses, Missouri competed fiercely in Jacksonville's Everbank Stadium. The Tigers scored first on their opening possession and saw standout running back Ahmad Hardy continue his historic season, ultimately setting a new Missouri single-season rushing record with 1,649 yards. However, depth limitations and the absence of key playmakers showed themselves as the game progressed. Missouri's offense struggled to sustain drives, and Virginia rode a 19-play drive in the second half capped by a Harrison Whaley touchdown that turned the tide. The Cavaliers ultimately secured a 13-7 victory, earning their first 11-win season in program history. Rebuilding and looking ahead. The Gator Bowl underscored Missouri's ongoing transition. The Tigers will enter the offseason facing a number of roster questions, including how to fortify the receiving core, stabilize the quarterback position, and integrate young players who were pressed into action in December. Head coach Eli Drinkwitz and his staff will also navigate significant offseason changes, including the recent hiring of a new offensive coordinator. Still, there were positives to build on. Hardy's record-breaking performance and promising flashes from young contributors provide a foundation as Missouri looks toward the 2026 season. As college football continues to evolve with players prioritizing health, development, and NFL positioning, Missouri's experience in the Gator Bowl, playing without nearly a dozen projected contributors, offers a vivid example of the challenges and opportunities facing programs in the modern era.